raising in the Alzheimer's Association. This is in one of the nursing homes where the people in the nursing home recognize she has always been a mother, she's always looked after her children, and they use dolls, yeah, as a recognition of who the person is behind the disease. Technology. This is a competition between the 3 New Horizon centers where, with a little bit of help, people with dementia could use the Nintendo Wii and do the bowling. And if you look at their well-being, and if you look at their faces, you would not think that they had dementia. Again, the whole issue is what is possible. Sorry? I'm trying to see. Do you know where the volume is here? Again, it is the whole issue of using technology. Huh? This is the only one that has sound. The use of iPads in some of the day centers. Yeah? Again, it just shows what is possible. Recognizing that people, yeah, are looking for attachment, are looking for relationships, are looking for interactions. Then there's the support group for people with dementia and their families. The Alzheimer's Association runs it in English, Mandarin, and Malay, but some other organizations also run it. And keep in mind, 20 years ago, when we first started the first support group, there were 5 people. 2 were staff, 3 were family members. Yeah, it's come a long way. The training, not only for family members, but also for foreign domestic workers, because we recognize that a significant number of caregivers are the foreign domestic care workers. And in the training, they also provide the support that they give to each other. This is New Horizon Center, Jurong Point, which is in the shopping center. And then there are the nursing homes for dementia. When we first did the training for dementia, this must be about 22, 23 years ago, we had a matron from a nursing home come to the training. And we thought, wow, great, we've got somebody from a nursing home coming for training in dementia. The matron came up to us and said, I want to come to learn about dementia so I don't admit them into my nursing home. It's come a long way. You know, we now have nursing homes with specialized dementia wings. We have the Apex Harmony Lodge, which is a dementia-specific nursing home that doesn't really look like a nursing home. The environment is so different. In Apex Harmony Lodge, they've changed it since then. Their daycare is a kopitiam, including the birds. We had a very long discussion about whether we should put spittoons in the kopitiam and the Guinness Stout posters on the wall. You can tell, you know, I lost. In the nursing home, there is space for wandering, where they don't look as if they're they're trapped in an environment. There are little corners for reminiscence, where the people can wander, and then they go to the grinder and they crop a bit, and then they wander off again. It's an activity. For the people who don't really need nursing care, but who don't have a caregiver at home, Peace Haven set up a dementia hostel. And in the hostel, they live as independently as possible. They do their own washing, they can actually pour their own drinks, meals are served like buffet style, and they go for activity within the center itself. And what do? They hang out. There are enough spaces in this dementia hostel to just hang around, watch TV. This little old lady here, when I went to visit the center, she poured me a cup of water. Yeah, after I finished drinking it, she went to the kitchen, washed it. Then she said to me, "Come and see my room." And I said, "Wow, great, you know." She's so proud of her room. Went into the room with her. "Can I borrow $2 from you?" And I thought, how normal can that get? Whole issue about all the services that I've showed you is the whole issue of many helping hands. And these are the organizations that over the last 20, 22 years have actually worked together to develop dementia services. It's amazing, isn't it? From one dementia daycare center in 1990 that we have all these agencies now. So I think that, we've come a long way. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much to Dr. Ng, who I think really has managed to personalise and put a lot of meat on some of the ideas that we've been talking about. And it's really, I guess it's sometimes quite a difficult topic to talk about this, or it can feel quite depressing, but it's been really helpful to have actually a positive message at the end about where services are moving and how things have come. And it's interesting for me, who's been here a very short period of time, to hear your story about the journey the services are taking. So thank you very much.
What that also means is I've been around a long time. I'm going to show you something because I think it would be a nice emphasis on caregivers.
If people have any questions they would like to ask or comments they would like to make, please feel free to do so now. And I'm sure I will stay behind at the end, and I'm sure some of the other speakers will. But are there any overall comments or questions that people wanted to ask? Any of us, really?
You know how many, first of all, so I really enjoyed your talk. And I think you guys have catered really well to a broad audience, so thanks for that. Just a quick question is, do you know what proportion of older people in Singapore would be in residential housing at the moment?
1,000 nursing home beds, private including and voluntary. And roughly, if you estimate about between 30 to about 60% of them have dementia, that would give you a ballpark figure. And the numbers in Singapore, I think there are about, 50,000 people with dementia altogether currently? Agak-agak, give or take.
And I guess as more services get established, then inevitably the numbers of people with dementia living in the community are going up, and there'll be large numbers of people living in the community with dementia undiagnosed. But of course, as services increase, then more and more of those people will get drawn into services and get the help and support that they need. That will probably end. Thank you all very much for coming along tonight on your Wednesday night and staying so long. If any of you have any questions that you would like to ask any of us, just come forward at the end and we'll be very interested to hear from you. Thank you very much for coming.